Kane to Chelsea. Are you having a laugh? Let's talk about this. Callum Hudson-Odoi potentially leaving the club, allegedly. And AC Milan want Tammy Abraham. This is going to be a great video. Hi friends. Hi bratoki. Everybody, welcome to the Kavkas View. Look, today I'm going to be one of those people that bursts your bubble. I'm gonna burst your bubble. Majority of the stories that they are reporting are not true. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be realistic, and I'm gonna bring everyone's expectations down. One thing that I like to do on this channel is I don't like to add oil into a fire that doesn't exist. If it's a hype train where it's Kai Havertz and I believe it's happening, here we go ting by Fabrizio Romano, I'm on board. But if it's people making stories up, I'm here to give you the rational, the realistic approach to these stories. The stories we are covering today are all realistic, are all honest, and they're gonna be my truths. Harry Kane going from Tottenham to Chelsea, I'm going to tell you why that can't happen. Callum Hudson-Odoi, why you should calm down and have faith in Thomas Tuchel. Tammy Abraham to AC Milan, I'll explain to you why that can't happen. Tomori potentially returning to Chelsea, I'll explain to you why that can happen. So guys, stay tuned, buckle up, it's going to be a fun, long-lasting video. Peace out, with 10 minutes of your life you won't regret. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you enjoy it and tell a friend. Tell somebody at least. Let's go. We're going to start with Harry Kane, alright? Look guys, I wish this was true. I pray this is true. So the reports are that Harry Kane wants to leave Tottenham. Harry Kane openly said he wants to win trophies. But I'm letting you know now. One, Harry Kane will never force his way out of Tottenham. He loves the club beyond compare. And two, even if he tries to, he ain't coming to Chelsea because they're going to ask for 200 million. If they ask for 200 million, we're not paying the 200 million. For an injury-prone 29-year-old or 30-year-old, wherever he is, we're not going to pay that money. But more importantly, Chelsea and Tottenham, we don't do business. And if you don't believe me, go back in history and look at the Luka Modric saga. A lot of you might be young and don't remember that saga, but the people my age, around 25, you definitely remember that saga or higher. Look, at the end of the day, Luka Modric was set to join Chelsea. Everything was done. Apart from the transfer. Levy, every time we spoke, 5 million more, 10 million more, 5 million more, 10 million more. They literally wanted to get us through scrap. And guess what happened? The deal didn't go through at the end. A year later, he joined Real Madrid for a quarter of the fee. Why? They don't do business with us. And we don't do business with them. We are rivals on and off the pitch. Whether you like it or not, we ain't signing players from there and they ain't signing players from here. So sadly guys, I'm sorry, but Harry Kane to Chelsea will not be happening. I'm not going to be here feeling like adding lies to your day. I want to be honest, I want to be transparent, and I want to be here for you guys to get reliable information. Sometimes we talk about stories that could potentially happen, and I tell you, this source isn't the most reliable, but this is what's being reported, and this is my opinion. And now I'm giving you my opinion on Harry Kane coming to Chelsea. Not happening, no chance. So we all know that Tammy Abraham will be leaving the club. Right? It's almost all but confirmed that Tammy Abraham will be leaving Chelsea Football Club. A lot of clubs are interested. I can confirm to you right now, right, based on the reports that have been written. West Ham, Leicester City, Aston Villa are 100% interested. Why? Leicester City need a new striker. Jamie Vardy's coming to his expiry date. It makes too much sense. West Ham definitely need a striker. Michael Antonio is injured all the time. Sebastian Haller has left to Ajax. They need a new striker. Tammy Abraham fits that profile. Aston Villa, they love him for what he did there originally, and having Ollie Watkins and Tammy Abraham makes sense. So this is the key steps here. But you know what doesn't make sense? AC Milan. You know why AC Milan doesn't make sense? Because they need Champions League football to be able to afford Fikayo Tomori. Right? They need to secure Champions League football to pay 28 million for Fikayo Tomori. What makes it you think, yeah, they cannot afford Tammy Abraham on top? They can afford Tammy Abraham on top. Once they secure Champions League football, they can't buy Fick and Tammy. It'll be one or the other. And realistically speaking, they can't compete with West Ham, Aston Villa and Leicester in the financial market. Premier League money is massive. Let this sink in. If you win the Champions League, you get less money than if you finish 20th in the Premier League. That's the type of money English clubs play. Specs Gonzalez, like the way he says it, are we talking money? Because we're talking money here. Dead right, we are talking money. English clubs have the potential to blow anybody out of the park on the market if they want to. Literally, Leicester can pay 40 million and not blink twice. It would be a bargain for them to get Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham will be going to an English club this summer. I guarantee it. And if he doesn't, it will be because he forced his way to a foreign club. But that foreign club will have to pay in the region of 35 to 40 million pounds because Chelsea aren't going to let him go for cheap. Finally, the big story for me is that Chelsea have been linked with Erling Haaland and Romelu Lukaku a lot, right? And we all know that this has been happening. This has been open. I was pretty certain that Haaland was leaving this summer. Romelu Lukaku might potentially leave this summer. But it's coming out that Erling Haaland will not be leaving. And the reason he won't be leaving is because they're pricing themselves out of the market. If you remember last summer, right, when Chelsea were interested in Jadon Sancho, what happened? Dortmund priced him out of a move to Chelsea. Chelsea said, no problem, hold that. Manchester United, he's yours. If you want him, pay the money. He's yours. We are not interested. We will go and sign Kai Havertz. We will go and sign Timo Werner. Guess what now? They're saying the same thing to Haaland. Look, we can't afford you, bro. 30 million in wages, 30 million to Raiola, 120 million in the transfer fee. That is a big boy transfer move for a player that is 21 years old. And in a COVID market, no chance is that happening. And Romelu Lukaku was the alternative. Romelu Lukaku being the alternative is very interesting. But Fabrizio Romano confirms that Romelu Lukaku wants to stay at Inter Milan. And I don't blame him. He is adored in it. This man is loved, cherished. This man is scoring goals. This man is winning league titles, or league title, but potentially retaining next year. And more importantly, he's smashing records that Phenomenal set, Ronaldo de Lima set. So at the end of the day, why is he going to leave? That's the realistic aspect. Inter will need to be begged to sell him. When I tell you it will have to be a £100 million move, and I don't see Chelsea paying that for Romelu Lukaku. So the sad, ugly truth is, we ain't getting him either. So I don't know what's going to happen next summer because Tammy's leaving, Giroud's leaving, and we're going to have to go sign another striker. And I don't know who it is because our first two options are off the table. Potentially, maybe Andre Silva, off the top of my head, could be an interesting one. Maybe someone in the Premier League, but it is very exciting. A lot of rumours are going to be going around. Harry Kane is not an option. I've already told you guys. So please get that out of your head. I don't want to lie to you guys. That's the honest truth. On a level, guys, like, if you think about it, maybe the realistic option would be not to sign a striker. Like, think about it, alright? Kai Havertz plays false. Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, Pulisic, Callum Hudson-Odoi in behind. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe we go and bring back Borja. I think the guy's name is at Vitesse Arnhem. Maybe he's the backup striker. Because I don't know what we're going to do. Buying stopgap players is not the way to go. And splashing cash on players we don't want is not the way to go either. Maybe you go get a Paulo Dybala. He's available and he can play that false 9 role. He can play the either attacking midfield roles very well. Or maybe you go get a João Felix. You break the bank for him. Andre Silva at Frankfurt, banging striker. Luka Jovic, very good, and Real Madrid need the P. But what else can you do? Maybe you go and buy 6s and create from deep and hope that these lot will start banging. Realistically speaking, it's going to be a long summer window, and I hope you guys enjoyed this content today. I have brought to you, it's honest, it's open, and it's reflective. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content. Hit that bell notification too. I don't like, when I start checking how many of my subscribers are watching. A lot of you are not subscribed. When you watch the content but you're not subscribed. What's going on here, man? So peace out, I'm out. Match preview will be here on Tuesday, by the way, for the Real Madrid versus Chelsea game, and the match cover will be straight after. So peace out, I'm out.